on. Hey, we're chilling with Damon Johnson, Rock Circus, out here in Philadelphia. That's about 5.5 hours down the road from Pittsburgh, but you know, we're here. We come out to check out some new acts that don't make it our way too often. Great pleasure having you back on the show. We've had them on Unplugged at Wheelies Fest. I think one time we used you in there, and
I was at Wheelie Fest.
Where else did we go? Scranton or something. You and Mike were playing there.
We did. We did a show in Scranton, and I remember the Wheelie Fest especially, man. That was a blast.
Are you going to come back this year, Wheelie Fest?
We're talking about that, as a matter of fact. Mike and I were just discussing that this morning, and I think if the calendar permits, which it looks like it very well might, I'd love to come. And the Wheelie fans are incredible, and they've
loyal as hell.
They are, man, and they've really opened their ears and their hearts, you know, to the stuff that I've been doing musically, and I'm really grateful for that.
You were talking to me a little bit about Red Halo is your new band. I forget what label it's on. One of the indie labels.
Yeah, we're putting it out independently ourselves.
Oh, you're on it, just straight out indie?
Yeah, it's kind of Red Halo Records at the moment, and you know, we learned a lot during the time that we did the Brother Cane thing, and I just want to apply a lot of the things we learned there as far as getting our music out to people. We learned a lot of things to do, and we learned a lot of things not to do. And we definitely don't want
ups and downs at the end.
Yeah, man. And
talking about that a little while ago. You know.
Yeah, and I really feel like saying that. I know in Brother Cane, we had this impending desire to try and please everybody, and you're never going to do that. You never, especially musically. And that's why with Red Halo, we're specifically planning to focus on the people that get what we're doing right off the bat, and we want to embrace those people. And the ones that don't get it, fine. You know.
So you wrapped up production on it, or it's done? And it's
what it is basically is an 8-song EP, and it was produced by my longtime friend Kelly Gray, who actually did the last Brother Cane record. We recorded it all where I live, down in Birmingham, and a couple of the guys, everybody's from Birmingham, and it's just great to be with a group of guys that we can work on a regular basis. You know, after Brother Cane's last record,
you guys are working off each other, and you're kind of digging what's going on.
Yeah, but right after the Wishpool record, I spent some time on a couple of different projects, but they were both on the West Coast, and it was just so impossible to get around the geography. So,
you're not into the West Coast thing? You never wanted to move there, gravitated down?
No, my family's in Alabama, and I just...
My roots is deep. Huh?
Yeah, man, I wanted to stay there with them for sure. So I'm just so stoked to have a happening band at home. We can work 3 or 4 nights a week, and so it's an 8-song EP, and it'll be out July the 1st. And
have you guys been playing like out in clubs around hometown, like show up, kind of like surprise?
We've played a few things. We've really been putting more of our energy into the writing and the recording, because everybody comes from
kind of it's still in the dark process, if you will. Right?
Well, it's very, to be honest with you, man, it's very defined musically. We just didn't feel like going out and doing shows. A lot of shows was the direction we wanted to take, because these are songs that I think have a solid home at radio, and so that's why we're putting.
Are you guys writing in that gear towards radio, or are you going for
Honestly,
what do you think will hit home?
It just kind of happened, and that's the beautiful thing about it.
Well, good music is always radio friendly. I mean, there's never been a question of that since Elvis came, I don't think, but it depends on what they're trying to push at that time,
No, you're right about that, man.
And I've always noticed that, a lot of people be like, oh, I hate Clear Channel because of this. But I'm like, well, they play, bands that are good. I can't say they're not. But, you know what I mean? They're giving us a lot of shit in between, And,
well, after what we went through in Brother Cane, I felt like that we spent too much energy worrying about radio. And with Red Halo, it was never even an issue. We just wanted to get in a room and see if we could make a cool band. And it happened on its own. The songs happened on their own. And for people to suggest that it's the radio... like it could bring something new.
Like they said, oh, it's got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, whatever that is, let somebody else worry about that.
Exactly. You just know what you want to write, and that's from the heart, and that's what's all good. So I imagine after playing acoustically for so long, I mean, it's got to be great, cool to get out there and get right up into people, but you're ready to to get out and put it back into gear, open it up full throttle again, I imagine.
Definitely. It's been a great kind of yin and yang, because Mike and I have been doing shows now off and on for the last couple of years, and I think it's made us both better writers. I know I listen a lot better now than ever before.
Acoustic's great for that.
Yeah, man.
Really.
And, again, I'm just so grateful to Mike and to Rose and their whole thing,
great people.
for letting me be a part of that. And
What's your website address? Give it to the people out there.
Well, I've got my own site. That's just DamonJohnson.com. And then Red Halo's got a site, Red Halo.
How do you have people accidentally pop up on that while they're trying to find Doc Johnson or something? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Doc Johnson?
The love products, like this jellies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they do. They could leave me a note if they ever do.
Really. All the lovely ladies.
That's right. But Red Halo's got a site as well, Red Halo Music, and we've actually got, I think there's 4, maybe 5 sound bites of the songs on there, so people can check
that out, redhalomusic.com, with Damon Johnson, former frontman of Brother Cane, a definite distinguished voice in the rock and roll community, and it's time that he opens it up again and gets it out there. We wish you the best of luck, my man. And here's something, maybe something from Wheelie Fest last year, with you and Mike up on stage playing some.
Right on, man.
Cool. Thanks. Thanks, Damon. Appreciate that.
You've done that before.
Yeah, a few hundred times, yeah.
Awesome, brother. Thanks, man.
No, that's